Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Facebook for Realtors. This video is going to focus on landing platforms, where you want to land them, why you want to land them, starting to use content, things of that nature. So we're going to cover all that right now. If you are listening to the audio and you want to check out the video, of course, you can go to Facebook itself and type in Lee Honish Marketing, all one word. That'll put you on my business page. Or you can visit my website at www.honish.io. And of course, follow me on all forms of social media at Lee Honish. All right. All of that's out of the way. Here's your commercial break. Of course, for COVID, I've been doing this for people. I will do 1 week of free marketing, set up somewhere to land them, set up your business page, and actually do a week of content marketing my way. And we're going to talk about that and how I do it. So if you're following along and you want to do it yourself, fantastic. If you want me to do it, I will do it for a week, and then you'll have it after the end of the first week. Simple as that. All right, let's move forward. This is Facebook for Realtors. So let's talk about Facebook. Facebook to me is not a place where I want to land my customers. Okay, it's a place I want to take customers from. To do that, I need to deliver content. Do I only deliver it to Facebook? No, I don't. I actually use every form of social media. I use Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, you name it. I use them all, okay? My goal is generally to land clients for me onto my own personal page, honish.io. And generally, I want to land them usually on my About page. Reason for that's very simple. They have a very simple way of getting a hold of me, my phone number, my branding, everything is available on this page, including my resume of what I've worked on in regards to marketing. The reason I'm telling you that is that also gives me SEO backlinking, right, from a priority website. So if we check Alexa, it gives me a higher US ranking and helps me in the search engines. Simple as that. A priority website, this is a number 5 website. Somebody clicks from there to go to my website. It's better for me in the long run. So the first thing you want to do is decide where you want them to go. It is my fundamental belief that you should not be sending them to your corporate websites, right, like Keller Williams or exp/your name. That doesn't do anything for you, doesn't help you in the search rankings. It's completely and utterly useless. You would be better served. It's really harsh. I'm sure it does some benefit. But I don't know of why everybody gets so hung up on having IDX or search engines or all these things available on their site when they have nobody going to their site. And the very simple way of checking this, this is Google Chrome. You can add something called Alexa to your website. And I'm not talking about the person behind me who probably heard me and went blue. That would be, say hello, Alexa. Let's see if she does it on camera. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 3:10 p.m.
There we go.
Enjoy your afternoon.
Thank you, Alexa. This Alexa.com does something a little more unique. It actually tracks whether or not people are going to your website. You can use forums, you can use site stats, but for me, the best way to know whether or not my website's getting indexed, whether or not I'm showing up in the search engines is pretty old-fashioned. Type in my name to Google, see where my website appears. I use that app by alexa.com, and I have that, and I can check it there. I check pretty much everybody's website. What you're looking for when you use the app is whether or not you're being indexed. That's the bottom line. If you put this app onto your page and you have a corporate page, of course these numbers are going to be higher because KellerWilliams.com is going to have a higher ranking. That's why it's important to have a website for your name. People tell me, well, I've got a very common name like John Smith or Jill Smith. All right, then make it Jill Smith Realtor or Jill Smith Real Estate Your City or Jill Smith Realtor Your City. Any of those combinations. I'm kind of into the .io thing when it comes to creating pages right now, and I am very much into using WordPress right now. I think blogging and WordPress, based on the studies I've been doing and the current algorithm of Google has already proved this out for me. Honish.io as compared to Honish.com, which I took down recently and it no longer exists. Honish.io indexed faster than .com did. The content is appearing online in Google search engines quicker than anything I put on the .com website. So it took a lot for me to mentally wrap my brains around switching out to this. I did it. I'm happy with it. I'm glad I did it. But it was very scary because .io is a brand new it's a brand new platform. It's out there. A lot of the SEO guys are using it. You can still get good names, right? Jill or John Smith might be available. Certainly Jill or John Smith Realtor, Jill or John Smith Pizza, whatever marketing you're into. Like if you're referring this video off to somebody else, Jill and John's Widgets, doesn't really matter. I want people onto my website. I am branding that name. I am branding my content. And that's my goal, right? That is ultimately my goal, is to get them onto that page, see the name, see the phone number, and call me or contact me, right? It's available right on the front page. My phone number and my email. In fact, you can click to it right off of the main website. Some of my pages have forms that people can fill out. But by and large, this is pretty much the overall basics of where I want to send people. So to engage people to come to my page, I create content. The content then drives them at my website. If you don't have a page, if you want to do a squeeze page, what you would do is go to lead pages. That's the one that I recommend to all my clients. It's got a one-time. Pricing is relatively simple. It's extremely cheap. There's month to month, there's year to year, however you want to do it. I use a standard plan, pay $100 for the year. It's perfect. It gives me more than enough pages. They call it a one site. They call it one site. So like your primary and then everything's like a sub domain, right? But this is all you really need. You can basically make as many landing pages or pop-ups or alert bars as you want. And it's extremely responsive. I like it a lot. And here's what we're talking about. You can create a page. This is a COVID help page that I did for David Bartels, my business partner. He has hired me as a spokesman for his company. So when I test things out, I drive them back at his phone number. It's just that simple, right? So I did a COVID article. I used some of our basic homeowner advocacy pre-printed literature, right? All of these are pop-ups to capture information. So now I have this spot, right? I have all this information. I have a well-informed place for people to go to learn about loan mods and foreclosures on this page. And that's what it is. It's basically a foreclosure page. Simple, right? So what I want to do from here is take this link, because nobody's going to know the listingmonster.ipages.co/COVID/help. That's a lot, okay? So what you want to do is go to bit.ly. We used to have a Google shortcode, but we don't have that anymore. Google shortcode was discontinued by Google for some reason, so who knows why. You sign in, log in, sign up for a website. Simple as that. And once you're in, let's see if I'm in. I keep forgetting which web address I use for this. I think it's this one. Nope. All right. I'm just going to log in with my Facebook account. There we go. Okay. Here I can track the number of links for a campaign that I've run. It's as simple as that. So I was testing a for sale by owner campaign when I first came across Bitly. We only put it up on a couple of spots on Facebook. We did the video live. Feel free to go to honish.io and you can see it. I think we spent 20 minutes. I didn't really plant it in all the places that I'm going to teach you how to do it on this video, or the basics of how to put that out there. So the next thing is to create a new link, right? I'm going to paste in my link, create, and now I have a great short code. From there, I'm going to go to my Facebook page. Simple as I can make that. Go over to Lee Honish, my business page. Now we're back on my business page. Now it's my job to add the content onto this business page, okay? This is how I use Facebook. I do not use Facebook as the landing location. I don't use it as a web page. I use it as a hosting spot for my content. Then I take the content, and Facebook has unique principles of where I can share my content directly, right? So what you're looking at right now is a video that I did with David Bartels, right? And this is on the National Association. I was hired as their spokesman. My goal is to get people onto the Everhome website, just like this. So what you're looking at is a finished piece of content. Put it up earlier, maybe about 2 hours ago. It's already reached 197 people. It means it's had 99 engagements, which means they've clicked here to listen to the sound. It's had 47 shares. I can verify because Google keeps analytics for me. Facebook keeps analytics for me, and I can see exactly how well that particular piece is done. So it started at 11:13. We're about 4 hours in. It's reached 197 people. That means 197 people have seen it in their feed. What's that really mean in English? Understand that, let's just use a round number, that there are 50 to 100 million people on Facebook at any given time. Probably more worldwide. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of people. Every single person is getting a unique feed view. My job is to make this number here that says reach. Let me scroll it up. This number here that says reach matter. Those need to be 197 real estate agents. If I were working with homeowners, then I would make sure that it was 197 homeowners. And not only would I make it homeowners, I would make it homeowners in a specific area. Just that simple. These numbers are exactly what I targeted. These three pieces of content are for real estate agents. So I got it in front of 197, 733, and 987. I, earlier in the week, put out a video for myself right here on the 27th, and that one reached 3.2 thousand. Had 29 engagements and 114 social media engagements. That's how it works. Rinse, repeat, right? So you create a piece of content, you move forward. So the biggest question I get asked at this point is, okay, that's great. What do I use for content? I don't want to shoot video. I don't want to do audio. Well, if you go to my website and you come and ask me, I will shoot a video with you. It will be 7 episodes, and I'll cut it up. We'll send it out throughout the week. Again, just like the David piece, this is one podcast with video that we cut up into multiple pieces. We have branding on the front of it. But these are videos designed to drive traffic for real estate agents or homeowners. Today's piece was National Association of Realtors, so my target was realtors. Tomorrow is investors, so it will be targeted at investors. The next piece behind that will be homeowners, right? It'll be a tip for homeowners on how to soundproof a room or cut down the vibration on a room, since it's something I'm working on here in my studio. And I've tried to learn everything I can on how to knock down the sound on a home studio. Simple as that. So I want to target those people directly. The first thing I did was cut these videos up into smaller bite-sized proportions. That isn't to say that it isn't a podcast either. My clients also get podcasts, right? So if I'm shooting video like this is also going to be a podcast. Podcast people know that there's video and vice versa. It doesn't matter what it is or who I'm working for. The goal is to create as much additional content as humanly possible. So that's why these episodes become podcasts, right? So this is a longer episode. It's an hour and 20 minutes, but I cut them up into 10-minute pieces and turn them into videos. I put the videos up once a day. Those get shared out specifically to the group that they're after, right? Those people click on specialized links that I've created, and then they get driven to their desired target, like Everhome, or even in my case, going to my website of honish.io. That's how you do it. Or lastly, you drive them at, a squeeze page. This is the end goal. The end goal is to get them onto your squeeze page. It's to get them onto your website and create branding, or just build branding of your name so people can learn more about you. That's the objective. The real trick is to create the content on at least once a week. There is one other method, because our next couple of episodes are going to be about content, right? And then after I go through all the basics, I'm going to show the two basics of creating content, because at this point you need to decide, am I going to do a landing page? Am I going to do my website? Or am I going to, bring them back to your Facebook business page? I mean, at the worst case scenario, you can land them back to your business page, but everybody's business page is set up so badly. The about sections aren't done. I'm helping a friend in Las Vegas who has a jiu-jitsu and MMA fitness facility that I've trained there with. And as a favor, I'm setting up his business page. You need to get people to go onto your page. I cannot tell you, including very close personal friends, where they hire a service to put content up on their business page and nobody likes it. I'm the only person who's seeing it. I'm the only person who's liking it, because they're using really bad content, to be perfectly honest. It's not content. First of all, it's content that would be for a homeowner being sent to your friends in your circle. That's what this page is. I mean, at the end of the day, this is only as strong as my sphere of influence. And my sphere of influence on this page is about 5,000 people, right? My job is to get these 5,000 friends, plus or minus, to go to my business page and like it. That's the only way they would get information about my page. And the trick is to reach as many people as possible. So you can go onto your business page, and if you're not getting 5,000 to 10,000 people reached, right, I would roughly say somewhere in the range of 1,000, post engagements and a couple of hundred page likes, certainly shares, then something's really wrong. The content you're using, the page is not set up. You're not getting people to like it. It's just not moving forward. You're just not using Facebook correctly. Facebook is singularly the most powerful marketing tool on the planet. They own Instagram, for all of you who keep screaming at me that Instagram is the way to go. I'm sure it is, okay? But generally speaking, for my clients, the type of sales, the type of buyers that they want to work with are above the age of 35 to 40, and they want business professionals. I'm not saying that I don't use Instagram or TikTok or whatever the flavor of the month is. I will post content anywhere, but there is only one service available right now for free. The key is free, right? I can buy ads for anybody. I can buy ads for Google and show up on Google search bars before people type in the word Zillow. That's not my goal. I can't dictate the people that will see it. Facebook, I can specifically create and market to very small areas of concentrated homeowners. And I have some methods, and I'm going to be happy to share them with you when we get to the actual distribution of your content. But for right now, you need to decide where you want to go. You want to do, in order, here's how I would do it. I would have a real website, okay? Which means you got to blog, which means you got to put content. I can't stress it enough. You've got to put up content pretty much every day, whether or not you want to do it, okay? Video, audio, written word, you got to do it. That's the other thing I say about websites. Nobody's putting content on it. The point of having a blog is to get you indexed for SEO. Second place that I would recommend behind my website is a squeeze page. And that's pretty self-explanatory. The job of a squeeze page is to constantly make pop-ups happen when people are learning information because you directed them to this point. You get the right number of people to this spot. So the point is to, give them content and then give them a way to contact you. And it's got pop-up forms. What's unique about this particular lead page service, which is leadpages.com, I don't make any money on this. There are other ones out there. They have pre-done templates. You just put in the content, make it as simple as possible. I'll show you how to make actual content with a squeeze page where you can turn it into an article where the ads are actually yours on the page with pop-ups. Awesome thing to do. I've done it before. I'm going to be doing some work for a client this week who I'm helping for free, so I'm going to show some of that work on my website. Feel free to visit honish.io. I'm going to record probably in real time and then talk out my processes while I'm creating content for her. But the primary, because she has a business website, will be to set up a squeeze page so that she can capture information of people that are interested in her. The secondly is to set up her business page on Facebook correctly. Then to make sure to find the exact desired location of where she wants to target buyers and sellers. She's already told me she'd like to target sellers who are behind in payments or having issues because of COVID. Right. So we're going to create specific content. And I get asked this all the time. Well, what if I don't want to do audio and video? In this particular case, I'm not going to do audio and video. When I'm helping somebody for free, I use stuff off the web and I just rebrand it. So here's a little quick sample. If you're listening to the audio, go check out the video. I just go onto Google and I type in COVID real estate evictions and then click on the news. All of this Time article, the Hill article, the CNBC article are all usable content. I just have to rebrand it and turn them into things that I can use to get people to ask for help. Because that's the trick. If I've got somebody reading it, then somebody wants help or wants information. When it comes to video, it's no different. I'm going to go to YouTube. Simple. And I am going to search for COVID evictions, California. I think this client is California, as I recall. There you go. Doesn't matter that it's 3 months ago. If I've got lots of these to choose from, right? These are all ABC. These two are ABC newscasts. Great. I can rebrand these videos. I will download these videos and I will rebrand them at the top and the bottom with the client's information and put that out there and make a mention probably to click in the link above to learn more information on how to save their house. Then ultimately, and this is more than likely what I'm going to do, I'm going to clone this website, change this out with my client's phone number and her name. And now they'll know their alternatives to foreclosure. And if she has more questions, they can call her. That's how it works. So you need to decide one of those three locations. So if you're asking me in order, website, squeeze page, and then maybe your Facebook business page. There are things you can do with a Facebook business page, but I'd like to get them off of Facebook and onto something that is designed to give them more information. And that's why I put my website above that, because they have more options for things that they can look at and interact with. I want them on my website. I want them clicking things. I want them reading articles. A squeeze page is a one and done endeavor. Simple as that. That'll do it for this episode. I'll have another one in another couple of days where I will, for the podcast people, broadcast people, or the video people, I'm going to start to break this down now, right? Let's create a piece of content. So there are multiple kinds of content. There are basically 4 types of content, and we need to address each one. There's video, there's audio, there's written, which is a blog, and lastly, there's pictures. All 4 are viable. So we're going to break down each one next. We'll do one piece of each type of content. I will probably show you in regards with the client that I'm working on if you're watching the video. I'm also going to document all the work I'm doing with my client, as I tend to do with the people that I work with for free. So just go to honish.io and you can catch up or watch videos, or you can go to honish.io and get my information. You can get my phone number. It's right on the front page. Feel free to text me or send me an email, and I will schedule a time and I will talk to you. And take advantage of what I'm doing for COVID. I will set up your Facebook page. I'll probably do a lot more than what you really expect, but understand my time is valuable. There are things that I expect out of my clients, and I really, we talked about this on the first episode, I really want a positive mindset when I work with someone. Negativity, there's nothing worse than negative self-talk and negativity towards the content that you're actually putting out. It all has to be congruent. Nobody wants to work with somebody who doesn't believe in what they're putting out. It's as simple as that. That'll do it. Thank you so much for joining.